morning. Thank you. I'm Mike McFadden from Eugene. And one real quick thought on the dump tip fee. I don't really have a firm position exactly one way or the other on it, but one thing that occurs to me listening to the other people that testified is that it's possible not only, Mike, that you encourage like more recycling and more behavior like that, but what you could unintentionally encourage is more people to drive truckloads of stuff up into the woods and dump that stuff off the side of the road, which happens a lot, and it could happen even more if people who aren't willing to pay a fee to go to the dump just want to take the easy route and go into the woods and dump their stuff. But I have here a statement that I wanted to read that arguably one of the most astute and shrewd businessmen, the third richest man in the world, wrote in a letter to his shareholders. He said, and I quote, "Local and state financial problems are accelerating in large part because public entities promised pensions they could not afford. Citizens and public officials typically underappreciated the gigantic financial tapeworm that was born when promises were made that conflicted with an ability to fund them." And I think that in the few years coming ahead, this is going to particularly come home to roost here in Lane County, where right now we have at least 60,000 people living in poverty. Many of them are senior citizens with fixed incomes who are really hit hard by the zero lower bound income or interest rate thing that's going on with the Federal Reserve and how that all plays out in the banking industry. Not to mention there's around 25,000 unemployed youth in Lane County if you hash out the unemployment statistics. Just an average about 25,000 unemployed youth. And that's a huge number. That's a waste of talent. That's a waste of future. That's a huge potential investment waiting to be made. Lane County should have diversified its economy a long time ago, and it relied for far too long on too few sources of revenue, kind of like almost like if a farmer were to just rely on one crop and that crop were to fail. It's a better idea to be diversified, and I think that tourism, agritourism, there's a multitude of ways forward that don't rely on hoping that the federal government's going to resolve the ONC issue. So we need to figure that out because there's people in need now, and it's not a political issue, and we need to solve the problem today. Thank you.
Thank you.